Hey, how's it going? Richard Matharoo here. I want to teach you an underused feature on social media. It's free, that enables you to get better conversions. And that can be someone saying, yes, I want to take a look at your presentation. Yes, I want to buy your product. Yes, I want to join your team. I've used this personally and taught this to many network marketers. It works really, really well. And you probably already know how to do it. You're just probably not using it correctly. So let's just dive straight into this. I'm talking about the audio feature and a very particular way to use it. Audio in general, in fact. So in social media, there's usually an audio feature, right? You can respond via message in text, or you can now do audios. And this is on LinkedIn, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, for definite, maybe on other social media platforms as well. Not many people still use it. Like the percentages of in your inbox of text to audio, massive majority to text. So when you use audio, you get a number of benefits, okay? Number one being curiosity. If I see an audio message from somebody, I'm like, what are they saying? Like, unless I actually listen to the audio, I don't know what the message is. So curiosity usually gets the better of me, and same with other people. They're like, well, what's this person sending me, right? So they listen to the audio file. So if you are someone who is prospecting or trying to invite people to take a look at something you've got, people can scan a message and go, make an opinion, right? But if they can actually hear your voice and you get to actually invite them the very best way you know how, that's going to increase your chances of them saying yes and taking a look at what you've got, isn't it? More people listening to what you have to say means more opportunity of people saying yes to you, because they get the full picture. And that brings me on to number two, guilt. We call it guilt. It can be other things as well. Like, it's so hard. Most people are good people. Like, I believe this. I've traveled around the world. I'm grateful to have done that. Every country I go to, people just want the best for life for themselves and for other people. Generally, that's the same in any country that you go to. And what I found is it's so much harder to reject someone when you see them as an individual. It's like you see movies sometimes, right, where they're going to kill the Christmas turkey or whatever, and then they name the turkey, and it's like, oh man, we named the turkey, or we named the pig or whatever, and now it's so much harder to do. If you can personalize yourself, which an audio message, because your voice is actually there, does, then you have much more chance of someone going, I feel bad, I want to say no to the person. And again, the name of the game is getting more people to actually take a look at what you've got, get a response back. No response, can't make any more progress, right? So that's a great way to do that. I actually did this when going back, oh man, 38 now. Back when I was 18, I just become qualified as a fitness instructor, and I wanted to get a job in a gym. So what I did was, I got my granddad's briefcase, like a really poor fitting suit. I typed out a CV and I added some extra sheets in there to let them know about me, my story. I was a marketer even back then. I never even got any training. I just thought it was a good idea. So I got my CVs. I got like 30 or 40 copies of my CVs, got my briefcase, got my suit, and I went through the yellow pages to show my age. The yellow pages, and I wrote down the address of every single gym in my hometown and the big city next to us, right? I wrote down every single one. I got a bus to the big city, and I went into every single gym and I shook their hand and I put my CV in their hand. Okay, and I told them a little bit about myself. Hey, listen, I'm 18 years old. I'm just moved out with my girlfriend. We're wanting to, really make a go of our lives, and I really want to work in health and fitness. I used to be fat when I was younger. Now I've lost some weight. I want to do that for other people. I've got qualified. Do you have any opportunities at all in the gym? My name is Richard Matharoo. And if they say no, I say, would you please keep me on file? I know you probably put them in a dusty pile somewhere, but would you put my number in your phone under fitness instructor or something? Would you put me somewhere separate? And then a lot of them were like, yeah, I'll do that, right? And I did that. It took me 2 days, a day in the city, a day in my town. I got 4 offers of jobs. Within about a week, I got 4 offers. You know why? Because it's hard to turn someone down who you've met, who's become a real person. Everybody else was just a piece of paper and black and white ink, right? I was a real person. They knew a little bit more about me. I presented myself well, so they felt more comfortable bringing me into their business. And for the next year or two, like infrequently, maybe every few months or so, I'd get another job come through. Hey, I remember you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm actually working right now. I've got a job, but I appreciate it. So it works really well. You can kind of leverage that guilt and personalization by messaging people through audio. Now you're a person. You're not just a text copy and paste message. Do you see that, right? Also, time. I am huge on making the best use of your time. Do not waste time. Like, it's the most precious commodity. one of the best ways that I built my business so quickly and so large is I'm like, right, am I using my time effectively? Always. And it's the same with you. If you start to become a master of time, you'll start to become a master of anything that you want to turn your hand to, including a successful MLM business. So for me to respond to all the messages that I get, it's nigh on impossible, right? I get lots of messages from lots of different people on lots of different platforms. So what I've done is every 1 or 2 days, I take 60 minutes out of my schedule and I respond back to as many messages as I can. Now I've found that with an audio message, I can give a 60 to 90-second audio reply, and that's the same as me typing out pages and pages and pages and pages of advice. I can get back to way more people, do way bigger numbers, and a more personal response to boot at the same time, right? So you could do the same thing. Instead of trying to message like 10 people a day with the same copy and paste message, if you just quickly do like a 20-30 second message, what's that? Like that's 2 a minute. You could spend 30 minutes and do 60 people. Like 60 people now out there receiving a message that's personal from you with whatever it is you're asking them to take a look at. That's powerful, that's good numbers, right? I wouldn't want to stick at that method. You want to be doing passive marketing too, but if right now you've not got a lot of people in your inbox, like go get it yourself, right? This method works really, really well by, messaging people in audio instead of text increases your conversions. And then also, I mentioned this before, being personal, you stand out. I've lost count. Well, I haven't because I have details on all my numbers, but it's a lot. It's a big number. Like the number of people who have actually bought from me and said, "I'm going to buy from you." In fact, I had one just a couple of days ago. I was thinking of you, Richard, and somebody else's program. I'm going to buy your program because you sent me an audio message. 100% the reason why I bought. I like the look of both programs. Your program looks amazing. This person's program looks good too. But you actually responded back to me, gave me some advice. Like I feel like you would be more supportive. I feel like you are willing to try and help people as opposed to just sell to them. It accomplished so much more than what anybody else out there is doing. It's quick 30-60 seconds like, hey, thanks for taking a look at my program. From the sounds of your message, module 4 would be very good for you because it talks about Facebook ads and that's something you're looking to do now, blah blah blah. I made it personal to them. They hear my voice, they hear my passion, and I stood out from all the other people who maybe send a stock, support email reply. I was able to stand out, and you can too. So there's enough reasons, right? You've got 4 good reasons there. Why is there 5? Oh, I just reminded myself that it was audio. So yeah, do that. Instead of sending out text messages to people, and I don't mean like a text on the phone, I mean like typing text on social media, start to use this. Same with email. You can record an audio file, MP3, and attach it to an email. Hey, I thought I'd answer your question better by recording this audio. Here it is. Please find it attached below. It works really, really well. And also, I want to teach you how to be a true business builder. We have to roll up our sleeves and we have to do the work. It would be nice if we could just copy paste the message and that takes care of everything, but we've got to dig some ditches. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing enough to want to help people, you have no business being in business. That's the way I see it. Can I respond to everybody? No, sometimes people do have to get a message from email or my support team because it's just the numbers are too great. But I respond to as many as I can. I do the best that I can. And, that's because, number one, not because I know it converts well. I didn't know that when I started doing it. I started doing it because I have a passion to help people and I wanted to be respectful to them. I was like, why don't I just record this in an audio? That would help them best. And I did that. The positive response was just good karma, I guess, from putting in the effort and just being bothered. So I hope that's helped you, okay? Give it a go. Start to use the audio feature. It's good as well because it increases your confidence. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like the sound of my voice. Oh, I feel nervous. Get over that. This will help you do that. Richard says it's good for you, so go ahead and do it, okay? As we're finished, that'll do. As always, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. If you are a subscriber, I'll be seeing you again soon. I do about 3 or 4 of these videos a week, so I'll catch up with you. Have a fantastic day, and bye for now.